Hey everyone, I'm Kate. I'm a dog trainer and animal kinesiologist, and today I want to show you a natural therapy practice that you can do with your cat or your dog, which will help them with their fear, their stress, and their reactive behavior. So before we do this kind of work with our animals, we just want to check in with our own energy at the beginning, and we want to make sure that we have a nice calm center, that we're feeling grounded, we're feeling relaxed, because whenever we're doing body work with our animals, the way we feel is going to be communicated through our body language and also our touch. And if we are feeling frustrated or tired or overwhelmed or maybe even cranky, that is going to get communicated to the animal during this work that we're doing with them, and it could create more stress when we're trying to de-stress our animals. So just think about picking a time when you're feeling nice and relaxed. Also, it's a good idea to pick a nice quiet time during your day with your animal when things aren't busy or things aren't chaotic, because we want to start by teaching them to be calm throughout this process. So the work we're going to be doing today is going to be using two meridians from traditional Chinese medicine. We're going to be working with the governing meridian, which runs down the spine. And then the other one we're going to be working with is the triple warmer, which runs up over the ear and down off the front feet. Now, the triple warmer is a meridian that governs the adrenal system, so that fight or flight response, that cortisol that gets pumped through the body. This meridian is going to be very active when your animal is showing stress, fear, or reactivity. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be calming that meridian down and taking some energy off, because it's excess energy. It's too much energy on that meridian. We're going to be balancing that out. And then we're going to be ending with the governing meridian, which is a really great meridian to end with, because we're going to be releasing any kind of stress and then putting good energy back on into that meridian. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So if your animal is willing to do this, let's get working and help them with their stress. So we're going to start with the triple warmer meridian, and the triple warmer meridian, it starts at the side of the face, comes up over the ear, down over the shoulder, and then down off the foot. So that's the direction we're going to go. We're going to start at the side of the head, come up around over the shoulders, and then down off that front foot. So if you want to just do that nice and gently with your dog, with your open palm, just stroking down. We want to make this for the animal a nice, pleasurable little massage, little stroke, down over the shoulders and off the feet. So we're going to do that on one side first, and then we're going to swap. So you might want to do that, 3, 4, 5 times, and then come over to the other side. So you won't be able to really see this side, but if you just swap sides and do the exact same thing, up over the ear, down over the shoulder, and then off the foot. Good girl, good job. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to be really gentle and work with our animal and have cooperation. So if your animal is finding a part of that uncomfortable, then we can modify it. So for instance, some dogs don't like their head being touched, so you could modify it and you could just come from the neck down over the shoulders and then off the feet. If their feet are the sensitive area, you might just come, up and then just stop at the middle of the leg if that is a problem for them, having their paws touched. So it is a very forgiving practice, and we just want to really work with our animal and make sure that they're comfortable throughout the process, because the whole purpose of this is to take stress from the body and help the body to relax and become more balanced, and we don't want to add more stress by making them more uncomfortable. So do that a few times, and then we're going to move to the governing meridian. When we're working with the governing meridian, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stroke down the meridian. So that's going to start from the head, down the neck, down over the spine and off the body. So we're going to be doing that, and what we're going to be doing for this is we're going to be releasing stress. So you set the intention to release stress, to release overwhelm, to release fear, anything that you can think of. Just think about the stress that your animal is feeling and connect to that emotionally and mentally, and then just help them release that down the body. Okay? Just like the triple warm-up, we're releasing that energy, that stressful energy from the body. So just a nice, gentle stroke down the body. Again, if your dog is head shy, you might like to just start from the neck and run down. If maybe their rear end is the sensitive area, you can just stop halfway through the back and just stop there. So very forgiving, and we can just modify it with whatever your dog is sensitive to or not sensitive to. We're just stroking that back down. And again, you might want to do 3 to 5, 6, maybe 10 times if you feel like your dog or your cat really would benefit from that and they seem to be enjoying it. The next thing we want to do is I want to put good energy back on the governing meridian. So I want to bring energy that is positive, that is balanced, that is going to help the dog or the cat feel more regulated emotionally. So I'll just get Sappy to come back here. Sappy, good girl. Nice. And I'm going to stroke up. You are loved. You are safe. You are loved. You are safe. And then just end it there. Good girl. If your dog or your cat is feeling a bit resistant to this, or they're feeling uncomfortable and they don't seem to want to do this work, one thing that you can do is you can get some high value treats and then just gently reward your dog or your cat throughout the process. So each time you might do that pass on the triple warmer or the governing meridian, you can say a nice gentle yes and then give them a treat, just so that we create an association that this work is gentle and it's safe for them. If they have past experiences where they have had stress by being handled in certain ways, they may then associate being touched with that. So we want to always make this practice really positive and gentle, and sometimes food is a really great way to create a feeling of safety and engagement, and the dog and the cat becomes a little bit more enthusiastic about having this work done on them. So get a nice high value treat for your cat or your dog, and each time you do that little pass over the governing meridian or the triple warmer meridian, say a nice gentle yes, keep it low key and calm, and then give them a treat for putting up with it, for participating with it, and for allowing you to do this work. So I'm going to try to demonstrate it with my cat, Cypher. Sometimes she's very camera shy and she doesn't want to be filmed, but we'll see how we go today. And today I'm using a licky puree for her to reward her in this practice. Yes. And I'm just doing a little gentle stroke down her triple warmer, and then I'm saying yes, yes, and then I'm giving her food. So she is shying away from this. So this is why I'm using the food to motivate her and to also create a more positive association to being touched in this way. Good, yeah, good. Yes. And if they're completely moving away, what you might need to do is just start with a little bit of the meridian. So not even the full meridian. So I'm just going to come, yes, around the ear, say my yes, and then give the food. Yes, because if they're pulling back, if they're kind of shying away from it, that is showing us that they're feeling uncomfortable, and we just want to break the steps down and make this practice, you know, enjoyable for them and less stressful. So just around the ear, yes, and then the treat. If I can squeeze it out. Yes. So with your cat, you may not be able to do the whole meridian. Just see how you go. If you can only do just around the ears, because most cats like being touched. Yes, around the head. Then just do around the head, and then give them a reward for participating. Releasing stress. Just setting the intention that I'm releasing stress from Saipa. Releasing stress. Yes. Releasing fear. Yes. Good girl. Awesome. So I'm going to run or try to run the meridian upwards for Saipa, so from the back end up. And because cats are very sensitive about being touched, I'm going to just hover my hand over her body. Yes. And leave it at that, because stroking her coat the wrong way is probably going to irritate her. So you can just hover your hand. Yes. Good girl. And she even reacted to me just very, very lightly touching the back end. So yes, nice, good girl. So that's how you can do some really nice, gentle, natural therapy with your cat or your dog and help them cope with stress that they might be experiencing in their life right now. It's a really nice reset as well. The triple warmer is often overactive, and any time that we can calm that meridian down is going to be beneficial. And then supporting the governing meridian by taking stress off and then putting good vibes back on, the safety, the love, the feeling worthy. We can do that by either stroking up the body, or with your cat or your dog, if they're sensitive about going the other way, you can just hover your hand over the body and bring it up. If you have a cat or a dog with problem behavior or stress and fear issues, I do online one-to-one client sessions, so you can contact me for more information on that, or to book a session through my Facebook page or through my website, which is in the description below. That's all for me for now, so I hope this helps you, and I will see you in the next video.